Okay, let's just dive right into this explainer. If you've been watching the enterprise AI space lately, you know the conversation has totally shifted. We're not talking about basic chatbots anymore. We're dealing with serious, highly specialized systems. But beneath the surface, there's actually a fierce architectural battle over how these systems think. So today, we're decoding the new logic of professional AI, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, which you'll hear called RAG, versus chain of thought reasoning. Which brings us to the ultimate dilemma, right? Can AI handle high-stakes logic without hallucinating? In fields like law, finance, or medicine, we desperately need the sheer speed of these tools, but we absolutely cannot risk the danger of an AI hallucination. Think about it. Being 95% right in a high-stakes environment just doesn't cut it if that remaining 5% is a confident, fabricated lie that could derail a massive contract or literally lose a court case. I mean, we all remember the infamous 2023 cautionary tale. A New York lawyer actually submitted completely fabricated cases to a federal judge. Those cases generated by an early, ungrounded chatbot. And the kicker is, when the lawyer asked the bot if the cases were real, it just doubled down and lied again. Ouch. That single event completely set the stakes. It forced the whole industry to stop and ask, how do we build an AI that actually knows what's real? So let's look at contender one, RAG. To solve this hallucination problem, developers gave us our first technical contender. It acts as the ultimate knowledge anchor, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or RAG, literally grounds the AI in reality. Instead of relying just on its internal training data, which, can be fuzzy or outdating, a RAG system first queries a trusted, verified database. Tools like Lexis+ AI or VLex's Vincent AI use this exact architecture. It dramatically lowers the hallucination risk because every single output is tethered to a verifiable library of human knowledge. It's basically an AI that looks things up in an authoritative, closed book before it even opens its mouth. But then, on the other side, we have our second contender, the reasoning model. Think of OpenAI's o1 preview. Now, instead of acting as a super efficient librarian like RAG, a reasoning model acts as an analytical logic engine. It's explicitly designed to allocate way more computational resources right at the point of use. It pauses, it plans its response step by step, and it continuously reevaluates its own internal chain of reasoning. It's very much like a human actually taking the time to think through a complex problem before just blurting out an answer. So what we're looking at here is a really fascinating matchup. On one side, you have a highly grounded, heavily anchored fact-checker. On the other, a brilliant, deep-thinking, but completely unanchored analytical brain. The RAG model isn't going to lie to you, but its underlying logic might not be quite as sharp. The reasoning model, on the other hand, gives you unparalleled analytical depth, but without a verified library to draw from, it might confidently invent a few facts along the way. Let's see how this plays out in the showdown, the University of Minnesota study. To see how this battle actually unfolds in the real world, the University of Minnesota Law School designed a massive randomized control trial. They took 137 really sharp legal minds from UMN and the University of Michigan and split them into 3 groups, giving them 6 realistic, complex legal tasks. Group 1 worked the old-fashioned way, no AI. Group 2 used a RAG-powered tool, Vincent AI, and Group 3 used the advanced logic engine, OpenAI's 1-preview. The whole goal was to see exactly how these different AI upgrades impacted the quality and the speed of high-level human work. And wow, the data readout here is absolutely massive. Regardless of which architecture they used, participants saw their professional productivity boosted by 50 to 130% across those tasks. I mean, this proves we are way past the point of wondering if AI helps knowledge workers, right? It fundamentally accelerates human output. But the truly fascinating part is exactly how the different tools achieved this. Take a look at this data stream showing time distributions for tasks like drafting a client email. Researchers noticed a huge shift here. AI assistants drastically reduced the time professionals spent just floundering during that initial research stage. Instead of going down endless rabbit holes or staring at a blank page, the AI provided this amazing raise the floor effect. It allowed the humans to actually focus their time on the central material issues. Now, when it came to pure brain power, the reasoning model, o1 Preview, delivered the highest gains in organization, professionalism, and most importantly, deep analysis. It specifically excelled in incredibly complex tasks, like analyzing legal complaints. It really proves that allocating that computational time to think generates superior analytical depth. It could synthesize factual allegations and articulate reasoned arguments far better than the standard foundation models used inside the RAG system. But, okay, here is the massive catch. That brilliant reasoning model, O1 Preview, it hallucinated 11 times. It cited entirely fabricated cases or just fundamentally misunderstood its sources. Meanwhile, the RAG system, Vincent AI, hallucinated only 3 times. What's actually wild here is that the group using the RAG model produced fewer hallucinations than the group of humans working with no AI at all, who actually clocked in at 4 hallucinations. So the empirical truth is pretty clear. Relying solely on a reasoning model without an external database is genuinely dangerous. It'll use its profound logic to confidently fabricate facts, simply because it doesn't have direct access to authoritative source materials. It's basically a brilliant philosopher locked in a room without a library. Which brings us to our final act, the synthesis, the hybrid future. This leads us directly to the future of enterprise tech, because as we've seen, neither the library alone nor the logic engine alone is the perfect tool in isolation. The University of Minnesota researchers hit the nail on the head, concluding that integrating domain-specific RAG capabilities with reasoning models could yield even larger improvements. The ultimate professional tool is a hybrid model. You merge RAG's authoritative, closed system grounding right along with the reasoning model's advanced step-by-step logic. Let's actually map out what this ultimate cognitive upgrade looks like in practice. Step 1. Your RAG system acts as the scout. It goes out and queries verified authoritative internal policies, regulatory databases, or legal texts. Step 2. The reasoning model takes those verified facts, and only those facts, and applies its advanced chain of thought logic to synthesize an argument or solution. And then step 3, the human professional reviews an analysis that is both exceptionally deep and, crucially, completely hallucination-free. This is exactly how you govern AI behavior and eliminate risk while still maximizing analytical power. So as you look at your own professional workflows and start integrating these powerful tools, you have to ask yourself a serious question. Are you equipping your team with just a library? Are you handing them an unanchored logic engine? Or are you building the ultimate hybrid system? Because in the high-stakes world of professional AI, the future absolutely belongs to those who learn to wield both.